गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजा कचरस्तोत्र सत श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजा श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय। गंगा यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotee. All glories to the assembled devotee. All glories to the assembled devotee. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Prabhupada.
हरे कृष्णा। तो आज हमारे बीच में उपस्थित हैं परम पूज्य अमिया विलास स्वामी महाराज। तो उनका संक्षेप में परिचय इस प्रकार से। महाराज 1973 में इस्कॉन से उनका संपर्क आया। इस्कॉन हैदराबाद में 1974 में श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के द्वारा उनकी दीक्षा हुई और 1975 में उनको संन्यास दीक्षा मिली। ब्राह्मण दीक्षा और 1984 में संन्यास दीक्षा मिली। और उसके बाद महाराज नवी मुंबई में रहते हैं और बांग्लादेश, यूएस और मॉरिशस और इंडिया ये चारों जगह अलग अलग जगह भ्रमण कर प्रचार करते हैं। तो आज उनका हम स्वागत करते हैं श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन जिंदा टेम्पल में 3 बार जोर से हरि बोल बोल के। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल।
हरे कृष्णा। I would like to say that Prabhupada राधाष्टमी का दिन एक प्रार्थना किया है, जय राधे जय जय माधव दयति। उसमें बताते हैं राधा रानी को कौन जान सकते हैं, और प्रभुपाद जी कहते केवल रूप गोस्वामी। जस्ट ऐसा सब कुछ सुनने से ही जो असली ज्ञान हम प्राप्त करते हैं। कहने का मतलब मेरा अभी अनुभव हो रहा है। हाँ, जैसा यहाँ व्यासासन है, आई एम नॉट क्वालिफाइड टू सिट हियर. सेम इवन चैंटिंग, जैसा राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, not qualified to sing, but कुछ अनुभव नहीं. हाँ, ऐसा मैं इधर अनुभव हुआ है, इसलिए मैं आपको ये प्रकट कर रहा हूँ. हाँ, उदाहरण जैसा ये राधा माधव, यहाँ ये बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट किताब है, सॉन्ग्स ऑफ द वैष्णव आचार्य, वैष्णव आचार्यों का गाना है. बिकॉज दे आर ऑल वेरी वेरी प्योर. इन अनदर वर्ड्स, कहने का मतलब ये लोगों को डायरेक्ट संबंध है भगवान से. कहने का मतलब ये है, ये जो गाने किताबें हैं, हाँ, जैसा भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर, नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर, दे आर ऑल इटर्नली एसोसिएट्स ऑफ द लॉर्ड. एनीवे, तो यहाँ अभी ये जो राधा माधव गाना यहाँ लिखा है, थोड़ा हम पढ़ सकते हैं. Srila Prabhupada was very fond of this song and sang it just before lectures. तो ये हम लोग करते आ रहे हैं. प्रवचन के पहले, गीता भागवत प्रवचन के पहले हम लोग गाते हैं जय राधा माधव. लेकिन जब शुद्ध वैष्णव गाते हैं, दे आर कंप्लीटली विथ लव एंड डिवोशन. दैट इज द डिफरेंट. तो इधर बताते हैं, इन इलाहाबाद एंड गोरखपुर, श्रील प्रभुपादा ये मे बी 1970 में हुआ है. बताते हैं, जब जय राधा माधव 2 पंक्ति गाने के बाद प्रभुपाद समाधि में आ गया बोलते. हाँ, तो ये तो हम लोग, वी आर ऑल कंडीशन सोल, वी कैन नॉट अंडरस्टैंड इवन व्हाट इज दैट समाधि. तो कहने का मतलब इधर बताते हैं, जब प्रभुपाद 2 बार गाने के बाद he fell into trance, samadhi. After singing first 2 lines. जैसा भी इधर मेरा अनुभव हुआ है, नॉट क्वालिफाइड टू सिंग, क्वालिफाइड टू बोलने में क्वालिफाइड है. इसलिए मैं अभी 2 ही पंक्ति गाया है. एनीवे, सिंपली सिंगिंग एज ए ट्रेडिशन, एज ए रिचुअल्स, एज नियम. बट हियर यू सी हाउ after some time he came back into external consciousness. 2 पंक्ति गाने के बाद प्रभुपाद जी ने समाधि में आया बोलते हैं. फिर थोड़े समय के बाद बाहर एक्सटर्नल कॉन्शियसनेस में आया है. said to the devotee, now just chant Hare Krishna. तो यहाँ ऐसा बताया है, लिखा गया है. Srila Prabhupada said that the song is a picture of Vrindavan. ये जो गाना है पूरा वृंदावन का चित्र बोल रहे हैं, दृश्य. Everything is there. Srimati Radharani, Vrindavan, Govardhan, Yashoda, all the covered boys. So this is Prabhupada बोल रहे हैं. Now just imagine, अभी हम लोग तो chanting, dancing, jumping, doing so many wonderful activities we are doing. These are all wonderful activities of devotional service. Now Vrindavan, this song is so wonderful. Meaning is, Krishna is the lover of Radha. Krishna is the lover of Radha. He displays many amorous pastimes in grooves of Vrindavan. It is completely transcendental. Just like in all our ISKCON temples, this pastime is going on. We are only outside, seeing. But it is all eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna, Gaur Nitai, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, whatever. So these are all transcendentally going on. He displays many amorous pastimes in grooves of Vrindavan. So we can't imagine, because we are conditioned soul. Conditioned soul. Conditioned soul means 100% in Maya. That is called conditioned soul. समझ में आ रहे? हम बद्ध आत्मा हैं. बद्ध आत्मा मतलब 100% माया में. फिर इसलिए भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर गाते ना, जीव जागो. कहने का मतलब इधर बताते हैं, He is the lover of covered maiden Braja. जैसा हम लोग पीछे देख रहे हैं, बहुत पर्सनल है ये सभी जो डिस्प्ले किया है डायरामा, स्पेशली लाइक ए बैक साइड, covered boys eating, jumping, playing. They are completely, they are not like you and me. They are, person, just like we are person, like they are a person, spiritually, adhyatmic. तो यहाँ बताते हैं, he is the lover of covered maiden Braja, the older of the great hill named Govardhan. एक कन्वर्सेशन बॉम्बे में हुआ था। एक भक्त हैं, उन्होंने राजस्थान के बारे में बता रहे, उनका 30 एकड़ जमीन था, बोलते हैं जमीन है, हम कुछ कर सकते हैं ये कृष्ण कॉन्शियस को स्प्रेड करने के लिए, बोल के ऐसा बात हो रहा है उसमें। और उन्होंने फिल्म के बारे में बता रहे हैं, ड्रामा के बारे में बता रहे हैं, गांव-गांव में जाके हम लोग ड्रामा कर सकते हैं, फिल्म दिखा सकते हैं कि कृष्ण के लीला के बारे में। प्रभुपाद बोलते हैं उससे उतना इफेक्ट नहीं होता है। पीपल सी, देखते हैं, इट डजंट अफेक्ट टू देम टू बिकम डिवोटी। ऐसा बात कर रहे, प्रभुपाद जी ने बात कर रहे हैं। तो कहने मतलब जैसा हम फिल्म निकाला कृष्ण का, उसमें यहाँ गोवर्धन के बारे में मैं ये सुना था परसों में, ये जो कन्वर्सेशन इसके लिए बता रहा हूँ। कृष्ण ने गोवर्धन को उठाया, बोलता है एक उंगली से, तो दो लोग देखेगा हंसी उड़ाते हैं, अरे कैसा क्या होता है, छोटा बच्चा कैसा इतना पहाड़ उठाए। People, Prabhupada is telling like that. People don't take it as a, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he lifted the Govardhan. No. Anyway, तो यहाँ बता रहे ना, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, the beloved of son of mother Yashoda, delighter of the inhabitant of Braja. He wanders the forest along the bank of river Yamuna. So this is so wonderful song. Actually, अभी हम वृंदावन में रहते हैं, वृंदावन में भी सेवा हो रहा है, राधा श्याम सुंदर, कृष्ण बलराम, मायापुर में भी ये सभी लीला है। फिर भी हम जैसा बद्ध है, we don't have that, it doesn't reveal to us the लीला of the Lord past times. कहने का मतलब ये है, only the acharyas, they can reveal Vrindavan. समझ में आ रहे? Just like you can see how Prabhupada came into this world and within the 10 years around the world, it's not ordinary personality. Only the Acharya. There is no next Acharya. इसको ध्यान देना है। Who revealing whole Vrindavan, चैतन्य महाप्रभु का लीला। इसमें प्रभुपाद जी ने बहुत अच्छी तरह लिखा है। I wanted to say about this. Now, even this song, this Srimad Bhagavatam, I was referring that '59 and '60, right? Haribol? 60, I was going through the purport. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is a just, one of the understanding of Krishna consciousness. It's coming in Srimad Bhagavatam. But the same knowledge that is given in the Bhagavad Gita. And this was spoken millions of years ago. Eternal understanding. Anyway, so I just read sloka and purport. We can have a little discussion. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloki Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtaki. I just read one sloka, that 59, then we'll go through the translation in purport 60. Yama etad upakyaya tatraivantaradiyata natayoyi surayagna Chakruryat sampraprikam Yama etad upakyaya tatraivantaradhiyata nadityoyi suyagnasya Chakruryat samprayakam. Okay, so here we are going to through the text 60. Words to words also important actually. We'll just read the slow word to words meaning. Ataha, therefore. Sochata, lament for. Ma, do not. Yaoyam, all of you. Param, another. Cha, and. Atmanam, yourself. Eva, certainly. Va, or. Ka, who. Atma, self. Ka, who. Para, others. Va, or. Atra, in this material world. Sriyaha, one's own. Parakyaha, for others. Eva, indeed. Va, or. Swaparabhiniveshana, consisting of absorption in the bodily concept of oneself and others. Vina, besides, Ajnanena, lack of knowledge, Dehinam, of all the embodied living entities. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Therefore, none of you should be aggrieved for the loss of the body, whether your own or those of others. Only in ignorance does one makes bodily distinction, thinking, who am I, who are others, what is mine, what is for others. Everybody can repeat after me this translation. Therefore, none of you should be aggrieved for the loss of the body, whether your own or those of others. Only in ignorance does one make bodily distinctions, thinking, who am I, who are others, what is mine, what is for others. Purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In this material world, the conception of self-preservation is the first law of nature. According to the conception, one should be interested in his personal safety and should then consider society, friendship and love, nationality, community and so on, which have all developed because of bodily conception of life and lack of knowledge of the spiritual soul. This is called ajnana. As long as human society is in darkness of ignorance, men will continue making huge arrangement in bodily conception of life. This is described by Prahlad Maharaja as bharam. In a materialistic conception, modern civilization makes enormous arrangements for huge roads, houses, mills and factories, and this man's conception of advancement of civilization. People do not know, however, that at any time they themselves may be kicked out of the scene and forced to accept the bodies that have nothing to do with these enormous houses, places, palaces, roads and automobiles. Therefore, when Arjuna was thinking in terms of bodily relationship with his kinsmen, Krishna immediately chastised him, saying, Kutastvas Kashmalamidam. This bodily conception of life befitting the Anarya. The non-Aryan who are not advanced in knowledge. An Aryan civilization is civilization advanced in spiritual knowledge. Not merely by stamping oneself as an Arya does one becomes Aryan. To keep oneself in the deepest darkness of concerning spiritual knowledge and at the same time claim to be Aryan is non-Aryan position. In this connection, Srila Madhvacharya quotes as follows Brahma Vaishnava, Brahma Vaivarta Purana. The purport is that as long as we are in human form of body, our duty is to understand the soul within the body. Everybody can chant loudly 3 times. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, the purport is that as long as we are in the human form of body, our duty is to understand the soul within the body. So this is very, very important understanding. That the Prabhupada says many places, simply saying I am not the body doesn't help. It is that theoretical knowledge. Like this knowledge given by Prabhupada through Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. In one of the class, Prabhupada says, in conversation, he says, I give knowledge to you as my disciple. You accept blindly. Knowledge we accept blindly. Then Prabhupada says, when that knowledge put into the practice and assimilate realization, that is called vijnana. So what I'm trying to say here, the knowledge, especially ISKCON devoted, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40, 50, 60, whatever it is, we are living and go on hearing about all this philosophy. Reading also, like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Everybody knows this. Sometimes devotee also says, there is no realization. Anyway, Prabhupada is telling like Vivek. Vivek means Vijnanam. I give knowledge to you, then you practice and realize that is Vijnanam. So this is very, very important for us to understand. So here Prabhupada explaining, Madhvacharya says, the body is not self. Very, 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 very important to understand. See, we are all having body. But we always identify ourselves with the body. So this is a completely illusion, ignorant you can say. Difficult to understand also, separate from the body and the soul. Not easy also. Because like I am speaking through the mouth, I am hearing through the ears. How you can say that you are not the body? Haribol, right? I am seeing eyes, I am walking with the legs. How you say that you are not the body? Bolo. Hair is growing, nails are growing, cutting every day, every time. Eating, bodily function. And where the soul comes in the middle? Bolo. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say here, it says as Prabhupada is telling that the body is not self. We are different from the body. In the Shastra it says, and Shastra only knows by acharyas. Last time in my Kargar, I get my realization and speaks, Who can preach Bhagavad Gita? Bolo. Only Acharya, nobody. You may be PhD, ME, कंप्यूटर साइंस, अरे नॉनसेंस, सब गार्बेज में डाल दो. This is not going to help you on spiritual realization and spiritual understanding. समझ में आ रहे नहीं? So this is a very, very important. Only acharyas. Like, see Bhagavad Gita, who has written? Who is explaining? Acharya. Purports. Bhagavatam, Acharya. Acharya is, as I told before also, Prabhupada only the Acharya. The ISKCON, the Acharya. The, only one Acharya. There is no next Acharya. Who is teaching this knowledge. So what I am trying to say here, Prabhupada is telling that Madhvacharya quoting Brahma Vaivarta. Therefore, there is no question of friends, enemies, and responsibility in terms of bodily conception of life. One should not be very anxious about the body's changing from child to boyhood, from boyhood to old age, then to apparent annihilation. Rather, one should be very seriously concerned about soul within the body. Very, very important. Example, like Parikshit Maharaj, he saw Krishna when he was in the womb of mother. Right? So when he came out, he's always looking that Krishna, Vishnu. That is his name was given Parikshit. Pariksha. Observation, examining who is that person. Like nothing, I am zero, but still I am always observing now. Every time, every second. So this is very, very important. Prabhupada says in this purport that one should be very seriously concerned about the soul within the body. How to release the soul from material clutches. The living it within the body is never annihilated. So this is Prabhupada in every lecture, everywhere, everything. Even Bhagavad Gita, Krishna spoke million years ago. You cannot change this. Right? It is eternal. So here it is explained by Prabhupada that nice Bhagavad Gita, wonderful slokas are there, second chapter, text 11 to 30 about the soul. So here Prabhupada is telling that therefore one should surely know that whether one has many friends or many enemies, his friends cannot help him. His enemies cannot do him any harm. One should know that he is spiritual soul. One should know, here it is explaining, that will know only by acharyas. Nobody can else. Only acharya. Who learn from that acharya, he can also preach same thing. None of them, unless you have taken shelter of the acharya. Learn. And that is very, 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 very rare. Now we are learning everything by associating, by reading, by practice, whatever. But still, it is not. The reality is under the shelter of the Guru, Acharya. Learn. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. In another words, I would like to say, it's not just, anybody and everybody can learn. If you want to be a doctor, engineer, so many books are there. By reading books, you can't understand what to speak about Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam is completely transcendental, divine. You cannot understand. Even now also, people take millions of books. Prabhupada also talks about this. But how many people are, really trying to know Bhagavad Gita? So, the point here Prabhupada in the purport talks about that. One should know that he is spiritual soul. Very famous that Aham Brahmasmi. You will see in the YouTube channel, everything there. Devotees knows, right? How many of you seen in the YouTube channel about this? Raise your hands. Aham Brahmasmi. People put, or whatever you can say, Vani, Prabhupada Vani, or whatever, Prabhupada lectures. Recently I saw, it is written Aham Brahmasmi. I commented, what do you mean? Explain. Haribol? And he replied, same thing repeating. Oh, Maharaj, I don't know who is Lenny Sarki, his name is, same thing he was explaining, little bit replied that. You are identify yourself, something like this is written. Of course, I am not feel upset. I didn't, That is just, repeating the words, saying doesn't help. This is very important. Aham Brahmasmi. How many can you say? Raise your hands. Huh? I cannot say also. Aham Dehosmin. I am this body. Haribol. Hare Krishna, bolo. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, How many accept that hand is body? No? Not the body. Bolo. Right? Aham Brahmasmi, this is mainly, taught by Mayavadi philosopher. Mayavadi sannyasi, Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. Brahma, Ham. Same teaching, the Vaishnavas also teaching. It is like Prabhupada's teaching. But who is on that platform? Bolo? Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nasochati Nakankshati. Samasarveshu Bhutes Mad Bhakti Labhate Param. Who is that person who is on the Brahma Bhuta platform? Anybody there? Huh? So here Prabhupada explaining about, actually Prabhupada's teaching about this. Please try to know this. This is very important. This we have to learn every day. About Atma Tattva, Atma Darshan, Atma Gyan. That is why brahmachari life is very, very important. Don't mix brahmachari and grihastha, mixing, no. Man and woman mixing, no. Always separate. Always separate. Prabhupada said classless society is completely bogus, nonsense. Class is very important. Brahmachari class, brahmachari ashram, brahmachari. Then ashram is there. Next ashram is called grihastha ashram. Grihastha ashram. ISKCON is for brahmachari ashram, not grihastha ashram. Sannyasi ashram. So here Prabhupada explaining that in all circumstances, everyone as a spiritual soul must be a devotee of the Lord Vishnu, should not be concerned with the bodily relationship, whether with his friends, with enemies. One should know that neither ourselves nor enemies, bodily concept. The point is very, very important to, as I told, Aham Brahmasmi, to a brahmachari should learn this every day under the shelter of sadhu. No independently working brahmachari. Many times Prabhupada talks about it. Then, next comes, you are eternal servant of Krishna. Haribol. Not before. That is completely transcendental. Learn first. Every day you have to learn about Atma. Brahmachari, student. Brahmachari means student. Brahme iti charati brahmachari. Don't mixing with everybody and anybody. Galle mein galla dalna, that is not proper. You are not on the Brahmaputra Platon, oh, I don't make different anybody, sabko gallai dale. Anyway, I'll stop here. Any question, any comment? So, these books are very, very, very important. That's what I am doing. Every book, every small, big, For example, here, the science of self-realization. There it is nicely explained about what is a guru. What is a guru? Very important. This is written in the science of self-realization. Om ajnanatimirandasya jnananjana salakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my Guru, my spiritual master, opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. You will see like many lectures, many talks, I always noting in this Guru Pranam, always quoting, and just giving reference. Now Prabhupada is telling about the word ajnana means ignorance. Darkness. If all the lights in this room immediately went out, we should not be able to tell where we are or others are sitting. Everything should become confused. Similarly, we are all in darkness in this material world. See, it's very important. Prabhupada is telling. What is this body? Sharira avidya jal. Everybody likes body. Actually, Prabhupada, one of the lectures, he said, Atma Ruchi. Atma Ruchi, even like karmis, they are unbodily concept. Karmis mostly. So, Atma Ruchi means nice house, nice eating, nice sleeping, nice mating, nice depending. This is Atma Ruchi for them. This is the real taste, That is for them, they are the Atma, they are Atma. Real Atma Ruchi is, completely different. You have to go about the mind, also about the buddhi. Then real Atma Ruchi. Vedesu durlabha madurlam Atma Bhakto. Anyway, so here it says that we are all in darkness in this material world, which is world of tamas. Tamas or timira mean darkness. This material world is dark, therefore it needs sunlight and moonlight, illumination. So this is the books are very, very, very important. You have to hear every day Prabhupada lectures, not only hearing, and you have to note down the important points which if you are really jignasu, always like elevation to Krishna consciousness. Here it's about Om Ajnana Timirandasya, Prabhupada is telling. It is the customary with this verse to offer obeisance to the spiritual master who enlightens his disciple in the matter of transcendental knowledge. The Vedic process does not involve research work. In mundane scholarship, we have to show our academic learning by some research. So what I'm trying to say, these books, how important. Upadeshamrita, every word you have to go very deeply. So I recommend all of you, so you have to hear, note down every book, every, then really you understand what is actually Krishna consciousness. Okay? Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Ki